So why has it been so important for you to continue to elevate the visibility of the protests and the rallies and the people that are saying, we're not going to let this happen to our brothers, our sisters, our mothers, our fathers, our children, because democracy is just too important?
Yeah, I think it's the most important story in the country. And the attempted authoritarian overthrow of the U.S. Constitution and the attempted installation of effectively a would-be dictator in this country is the environment in which we are operating. Like, that's happening. I also feel like there's not very much about that I don't understand. Like, it's the same everywhere. This is blonde Berlusconi. You know what I mean? Like, this is inarticulate Viktor Orban, right? Like, these guys are all the same. The authoritarian playbook is the same everywhere. They all do the same stuff. And so I feel like, covering Trump's every utterance, and every new outrage and attempt to arrogate power to himself that the Constitution doesn't give him and all this stuff. Like, I understand we need to cover that. And I feel like that's well covered in the news, and that's great. But that's like the Washington story. And then the defining story of our time is not going to be that we've got now in our country one of these would-be dictators like so many other countries have had to contend with. The defining story of our time will be whether or not the American people stop it, whether or not the American people allow our country to become a dictatorship and to have our Constitution overthrown and to get rid of elections and have a permanent semi-monarchy or whatever it is that they want, or whether the American people will stop it. And so Trump having worse approval ratings in his first 100 days in office than any American president in the history of polling is a really important story. Trump facing demonstrations, large and small, every single day of the week in every state in the country is a huge part of, I think, measuring sort of the temperature of the American people in this in the response to him, and on the issue of immigrants, which is his favorite scapegoat, right? His two favorites are immigrants and trans people. When you see the way the American people in red states, blue states, rural America, cities everywhere, when you see the way the American people have recoiled against the performative cruelty that Trump has demonstrated, particularly towards immigrants, I think that is not something that he was counting on. I think it is absolutely a limiting factor in terms of what he's going to be able to accomplish in his attempted overthrow and what he's going to be able to accomplish in traditional political terms. And I just don't think there's anything more important than that in the country.